Hi guys, it's YSO256 here, back with another What's If video. And now I can probably tell what you're thinking, judging from the title of this video. Voldemort was the most evil wizard in the entire Harry Potter franchise. Do you really think he could have turned good? Well, not necessarily. Hear me out. I personally believe he would have pretended to be good in order to take advantage of that and use it to his own needs. How he would go about doing this, you may ask? Well, let's find out and begin the video. So, we begin things as they do in the original timeline, with Harry Potter and Voldemort staring each other down within the Hogwarts courtyard. The protection spell that Harry had conjured up a few moments ago is between them. Voldemort stares at Harry Potter with anger in his eyes and cries out in a high-pitched voice of his, "Potter! You tricked me! I do not know how you survived my killing curse, but I vow this. I shall make you watch me kill every single person you care about before I slaughter you and take the Wizarding World under my foot!" Harry does not get angry at this, however. He calmly turns to Voldemort and says, "Give it up, Riddle. You cannot win. You can't defeat me." Voldemort is about to spit back a retort, but Harry isn't finished. He then goes on and adds, "But before you decide to kill me, I'd like to ask you to think about what you've done and try for some remorse." Voldemort was outraged at this. How dare Potter tell him, the great Lord Voldemort, what to do? But then he thought, maybe he could take advantage of this. Maybe if he bided his time, he could reclaim his anchors to immortality. He knows it won't be easy, and it'll be a slow and painful process, but he thinks he can do it. He then turns to Potter and with a heavy heart simply says, Sorry, Potter. Please forgive me for all that I have done." Voldemort is then arrested by Kingsley Shacklebolt, and his Yule wand is confiscated. However, he isn't going down without a fight, it seems. With desperation in his heart, in the final act, he takes the Elder Wand and holds it in both hands tightly. He then screams out to everyone around him, "I may be giving up, Potter, but I am not going down without a fight. I will not allow you or anyone else in this world to have ownership of the most powerful wand in all of existence." He then tears up the Elder Wand with an evil laugh. He's then struck down where he stands by a stone spell from Harry himself. He had regretted his actions and not just finishing off the Dark Lord there and then, but it had been done, and Voldemort had taken advantage of Harry's act of mercy. Voldemort is then taken to Azkaban prison, as well as the renaming of his Death Eaters. He is then put in a secure top high security prison cell, and is watched over 24/7 by constant guards. Years have passed by now, and a few days pass. Voldemort has been locked up for many years now, but one byproduct of this is that he's managed to re-heal his soul. It was a painful process, nearly killing the Dark Lord, but he had managed to do it. He now had to figure out a way of how to escape, reclaim his Yule wand, and reclaim the Wizarding World as his. A few days pass, and he has knocked out the guards who were overwatching him this time, released his Death Eaters, and come back onto the world. Harry Potter is then called out once again to take down Voldemort, and even though he has settled down and married Ginny, he takes up the mantle as the Wizarding World's protector. He regretted not finishing Voldemort for years now, blaming himself, in fact. He had been honoured that he could take back his pride and finish Voldemort off. He vowed to do this at all costs. He had then tracked Voldemort to Nalthwanana, and a surprise attacked him. Voldemort then surprisingly screams out, "Potter! How did you find me so quickly?" Harry does not respond to this. He simply points his wand at Voldemort and cries out to him, "I gave you one chance, Voldemort, to redeem yourself, and you threw it back in my face. I will not let you have a second chance. And with anger pouring through his veins, he cries out for the first time ever in his life, Avada Kedavra! Voldemort's body then falls to the floor. He is now dead. The Death Eaters were also stunned by Harry with ease. His newfound skills as an Auror were clearly on display that day. He then takes Voldemort's body and the remaining Death Eaters back to Azkaban prison, where they are locked back up, and Harry is rewarded for his efforts. He then goes back to his life, at peace, knowing that he will never have to deal with the Dark Lord ever again. Another byproduct of this is that even though the Dark Lord was killed, because he was able to heal his soul, he's able to go on to the afterlife. So, all's well for everyone, I suppose. And that's where we end things in this timeline, guys. So, I hope you enjoyed. What did you think of this part? Do you think this is how things are going to play that out? Or do you personally think Voldemort was too evil to try and redeem himself? I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I shall see you in my next video.